What's going on, guys? Warriors of Art YouTube channel here. I'm out here with Dwight McLean, my good friend. Thank you for coming on today. Dwight McLean is the owner of TaylorMade Fitness Bands, and I've worked with him a couple years now in the training field, the personal training field. And I've seen Dwight's come up over time, his path to success in the fitness industry. Today we're just going to take a little bit of time getting to know his mindset and basically what's behind the TaylorMade brand. So Dwight, tell us just a little bit about your background, where you grew up, and how you got into the fitness industry.
I was born in LA. I grew up here in Corona, California. Grew up playing sports my whole life. Played football, played a little bit of basketball, but I was like more of like a football, die-hard football fan, die-hard football athlete. And so I always worked out. So I love working out. I love getting better. So getting better, had to be in the gym, had to be on the field. And I just kind of fell in love with it. It was something that I used to do by myself. I didn't really need anybody to tell me to go do it because I wanted to get better that bad because I wasn't the best athlete out there. So I wanted to be the best. And then from there, played high school football and college football, junior college football at Fullerton, JC, scholarship to Purdue, played there. And then, tried out for the NFL, didn't make it, played arena football for about 6 years. And about a couple months in Canada, didn't make it, started doing my profession as a personal trainer. Wanted to turn pro as a trainer, so wanted to get really serious and really get some results out of people and take my job serious, take life serious. Led me to doing the bands and had a clothing line before the bands, TaylorMade clothing line, and used to just sell it to my clients like leggings, t-shirts, just to brand myself.
I own a couple.
Right. And I did that for fun, I bought a screen printing machine, and it was to keep myself busy. We would train clients in the morning, then we had nothing to do in the day. So I'm like, well, let me find something else to do. Started doing that. I used to go to concerts and sell t-shirts and bootleg t-shirts. I just like to hustle. I love people.
Yeah.
I love being around people. I love meeting different people. I love meeting, just the mindset of a person, what makes them do what they want to do. And I just always wondered how people were so happy all the time and how they woke up with their energy and so successful and no worries.
Yeah.
I was around some people that, used to worry a lot and have to go pay for this, pay for that. And I always wondered how people, I would be around people and they never talked about that. All they talked about was handling business and having fun.
Yeah.
So I just really wanted to tap into that type of mindset.
Yeah.
And led me to doing the bands and just taking other risks on doing other things and having fun with it and not really worrying about if it's gonna go wrong and just taking a chance, and it seems to be going pretty well.
So I think that's really interesting. I think a lot of times most of us start out in one thing, like you started out in football, and we have aspirations of being successful in that thing, but then it kind of leads on to something else. And like you said, you were kind of surprised that the bands took off as well as they did. What was the moment maybe for you where you realized that the bands were actually becoming more than you ever expected, and this could be a field that you could really get into and pursue?
I think there was a lot of moments just with the excitement of people, purchasing them, the excitement of people when they felt the bands. There's other bands out there that's similar, but something about these bands make it more special.
So what do you think, what is your mindset really behind your success? I know that you read a lot of books, you are very interested in personal growth, but what is Dwight's mind in the process of growing this business?
Well, I just feel like there's a way to be happy at all times, or switching your mindset to be happy and looking for the best. I think that with great people around, with reading different books, just tapping into who you are, what you really want to do in your life, making your own decisions, and just being kind to other people and being loving as they're being loving to you. I think that type of energy is you can't really explain it.
Yeah.
Just being around people with good energy.
Yeah.
People telling you great things, you telling people great things is even better. Makes you feel better because then people start to love you.
Yeah.
So why not spread love?
Yeah.
Not only for them, it's for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's just my whole thing behind everything. Is just I wanted to reach out to a lot of people. I didn't know that it would happen this way.
Yeah.
Which it is, but I love people.
Yeah.
And I love good people. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there that, they have a different mindset,
Yeah.
which they're just unaware. But we're all here to help each other, and there's enough out there for everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like if we all come together and help each other and bounce off ideas, then we'll all be successful.
Absolutely.
And there's no competition. I always say that. That's like my phrase.
Yeah.
Like, there is no competition, because I'm only competing with myself.
Yeah.
Like, when people bring up other brands, or that's fine. Like, whatever they're doing, that's cool. I hope them great success.
Yeah.
Because, and if I can help them, I will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not competing with them. I'm only doing the best that I can do and having fun with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
that's just my mindset on it.
I think that's a winning mindset, because too many people give expecting something in return.
Right.
Whereas I know you just give, and the universe is going to work itself out.
Right.
And most people who I've seen are successful preach that same mindset.
Right.
So what would you say has been your biggest motivation in this process of building up your business?
Just the day my daughter was born. Before that, I was already extremely motivated, but obviously when you bring a life into this world, you have to care for her, and you have to set up a great future for her. And that's my motivation, is to create a great future for her, to leave her something behind. Money isn't everything, but it gives you a lot of options.
Absolutely.
A lot of people stress over money, which makes it harder to make money because of the energy. So I want her to be at a higher level, when she starts her life and starts her process. I don't want her to think about money.
Yeah.
It's because it's an illusion. It's something we put in our pocket. It's something we give. It's something we save. It's not something we really see at all the times. It just gives us decisions.
Yeah.
That we can make better decisions and we can do things with our life.
Yeah.
So I just want to give her options.
Yeah.
When she's older and when she's old enough, and that's my motivation right there.
Yeah.
I
I think you as an entrepreneur and growing as an entrepreneur, not only is your business going to help your daughter, but your mindset too. The things that you're going to be able to teach her along the way.
Right.
And I think it's great because I can just see her following in your footsteps with that same kind of energy and that same kind of mindset, taught from you.
Right.
So what would you say at this point then has been your biggest obstacle to overcome, or the hardest thing that you have faced in this process of growing the business?
Well, I don't really know how big the obstacles are, but I go through a lot of obstacles. Every obstacle to me is just based off of, I think, the time of that day, how I'm feeling, and how I'm perceiving it as an obstacle.
Sure.
Every obstacle has its limits based off of how we look at it. So I don't really know if I've had any really huge obstacles. I kind of take everything as it is, and I just try to handle it. If there's a problem, I just try to solve it. I don't really try to go in too much involved into it, because then it kind of gets me, I'll be lost into the problem,
Yeah.
So I try to solve the problem, and if I can't solve it, I'll just move on from it.
Yeah.
There's always space and time for something else. And I just think that I just have to take an approach of calmness with a lot of things. It's not easy for me at all times, because I want to be great. I want it to be good. I want it to be perfect.
Yes.
But I understand it's not going to be
There's
perfect.
no such thing as perfect. Yeah.
And I want everyone to know that there's no such thing as perfect.
Yeah.
You can only do your best.
Absolutely.
You can only do your best.
Absolutely.
And you can only be your best.
Yeah.
Because
that's all we have at the end of the
that's
day.
all we have, man.
Yeah.
People are putting too much pressure on themselves.
On themselves, yes.
Like they gotta look a certain way, and it's like, I like the motivation of that fact that, but at the same time it can be damaging.
Yeah. We all have so much to offer as human beings. We're also versatile, whether it's our body or whether it's our mind, our knowledge, or whether it's just our ability to overcome obstacles or our ability to teach others about overcoming obstacles.
Right.
We are so multifaceted that we need to not try and follow somebody else's lead, but again, be ourselves and follow our own path, because we all have our own key traits that we can utilize to push ourselves forward.
Right. I just think that it's It's just either fear or you have faith. It's just, you know, if you think about those things when you're doing whatever you want to do, those are the options. You're either going to fear it, or you're going to have faith that you can get through it.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a great interview. There's nothing else I could really think to discuss. I really appreciate you coming on, Dwight, and giving us the opportunity for our very first interview. I think you were the perfect person for it.
Thank you.
And I know there's going to be a lot of success in your future because you have a very strong mindset, a very strong will, a lot of faith, and I see you rising straight to the top. So
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I actually started in my garage at my other house with my clothing line. As you guys will probably record the screen printer machine. So I was printing my own T-shirts with a friend, Streets, and we had to teach ourselves how to print T-shirts, and then like I said, I got into the bands. I found the fabric downtown LA. And we found it. He helped me find it, and I put the pieces together. The inches, the margins, the sew. That was the most difficult part. Trying to find. You talk about obstacles. This is maybe my obstacle.
Yeah.
Was trying to find the size to measure up with everybody else's. I didn't get other bands to measure because I wanted it to fit me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, if this can be functional for me, it'll be functional for everybody.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot. It's like I said, this whole journey has been like a blessing because like I'm growing every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with where I'm at. Like I'm okay walking in my room and seeing boxes of work. Like it may look like a mess, but it's like, to me, it's like beautiful.
It
you
is.
know,
It is,
just
man.
because like it's like something that was created, and it all happened like after meeting like Emmett and Jamel, and having this vision board, and like me telling myself what I want to do. And this is what's keeping me motivating. This is like my motivational wall.
Yeah.
Right here. Obviously my daughter, she's like everything to me. And then you know, this is my vision wall, like believing, being the boss.
Yeah.
Like I live by these two slogans, like believe and being the boss of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And learning on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it takes a lot to learn
Mm-hmm.
and to take advice from people too at the same time, but then you ultimately have to make your own decision nicely as possible without hurting other people's feelings, because it's your life. You can't really depend on them. And then my goal was for the year to read books. Like I didn't like reading. I didn't read books in high school. I would read maybe just what I had to read, and that was it. And I wouldn't go home and read. I just hated reading about war, and I just felt like the books were they were for different kind of races, they were for different type of times, and they weren't for everybody.
Yeah.
And it didn't tap into my mental.
Right.
I didn't like, why am I learning this? It didn't teach me how to make money, and as I told you before, I was hustling in high school. I was selling T-shirts. That didn't help me sell T-shirts.
Right.
That didn't teach me how to profit, how to save.
Right.
So I had problems managing my money growing up. My parents were hustlers. We just get money and we blow it. Anything we wanted, we go get it. Like I told you, I bought tons of shoes. We just lived life day to day, you know? And I just grew up and said that luckily that they did that with me at an early age, that I'm kind of burnt out with the whole fast life.
Yeah.
You know? Because I did it. I had cars. I had a Acura when I was younger. It was had Lamborghini doors. My dad, like I said, he owned a body shop.
Mm-hmm.
So any car I wanted, I would get. Got me an Acura, Lamborghini doors, big rims, TVs, 15-inch TVs, music out of the world. I had friends with other cars. So we lived the fast life, the cars, the music, the girls, the parties.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of played out. It's really nothing to do with that. I did that in high school and junior college. And in college I did a little bit of that. And this is the bands. I do the bands in here. I screen print. I print my logo here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd rather pay my family to do it than to go pay somebody else to do it. So I bought the machine.
Mm-hmm.
and I just taught my family how to do it. Cousins or whoever comes over, friends, I just teach them how to pray. I'd rather pay them than pay somebody else that I don't really know. So I stock all my inventory here in my room, in the hallway, and in the garage, and in my other garage. So I have a lot of inventory. Sit down, boss. Here. Want more?
What's up?
You want more?
Yeah, see the garage.
This is where I ship all the. This is where I print out all the labels. Probably be bags and stuff everywhere. We just had a busy day. Ms. Soares had a booty program. Her booty program was free as long as you buy a band and send her a receipt of you purchasing a band. She's really popular. She has a great body and great influencer, very smart. She's very intelligent. She is like one of the main reasons why I'm at this level now. Cause when I sent her the band, she believed in it so much and she took it. She included in every program she did, everything that she's done, every post. She's always tagged me. She's put me in her bio without me asking. These are all my labels. So I'll just cut those and I just print them there and I just go on the website and I just print them out. And then the inventory is here. Stock on my inventory, my screen printer. Bought this screen printer from Craigslist. I think I spent like $800 to $1,200, somewhere around there. Wow. For this, that was like one of my first investments with the clothing line. I just wanted to do all my own clothes. It's pretty old, but she gets the job done. It's not as clean. I got it just like this. And then, all my inventory is to buy clothes. I'd be in the garage for hours just printing in between clients come. Back to work around 6, put the clothes on my clients, start filming. So it was fun. Thanks to Streets for that. And then got into the bands, started printing the bands. Now I have like another product called sliders. Something that I like to do too. This is real simple. You just put these on the ground. You can do a lot of different exercises. Put my logo on it. Got it from Alibaba. And then I also have like ankle straps. I created my own band, my ankle bands. I just thought about using that fabric. I might as well do something else. So these are the ankle bands. You put them through your ankles. No straps needed. Just pull them up. They're pretty tight. They're very comfortable because of the fabric. And it works. You still do a lot of lateral steps, kickbacks at home, so you don't need the gym to do your kickbacks. And that turned out great. And my other product, the ankle straps, just got it from overseas. Ankle attachments to the cables. I still want to come out with different products. I just kind of stalling right on what I want to do next. I don't want it to be perfect, but I want it to be something that I'm actually like excited about. I'm not really excited about anything right now. So I'm just gonna go with what I'm doing. It sucks to not be excited about something different because I'm like a little kid when it comes to this. Like I want to be excited about a new venture, but it'll come with time. But I like having fun with this. This is like a lot of fun, and it's allowing me to help my family. I can pay my family to help me. Something I never. It's like crazy. I pay my family to help me. They ask me for money anyway, so now I can put them to work. And now I feel better about giving them money. Because for me, it's like, if you're not working, you don't really deserve money. I hate leeches. I hate people that don't work. If you're trying, I'm going to help you. You know? But if you're not trying and you're asking, it's like, it's kind of hard for me to feel for that person. So they're helping me, and it's good. So, everything's good right now, at the moment. Everything has been happening the way I not expect it to happen. It's just been happening good. So I can't say that I expected this. I can just say that I'm happy that it's here, you know?
Already? I already knew you were gonna do too much. I already knew it was gonna be like if you there now. Like, are you gonna comment?
Are we gonna run?
All right, guys. So, how long have you been training with Dwight now?
Me, it's been like since 2016, I think, 15, 16, around there.
And I've been training for 11 months.
11 months. Okay. And so, why did you guys decide to start training with Dwight? What were your personal goals, and why did you choose Dwight?
Mine were just to like tone up, get leaner but stay thick. That's always the goal. But why did I choose Dwight? I personally know him, so it's kind of like, you know, let's work out. And then I liked it, and then yeah, so I've been since 2015 or 16 since he started.
Okay. And you?
I trained with Dwight because my cousin actually knows him. So she was like, oh, there's this trainer. Because I was looking for a new trainer. He was like closer to me, like home, because I used to train far away. And my goals were kind of just to like still stay skinny, but like be thicker in the right places. So like slim thick?
Slim thick.
Okay,
Literally.
cool. All right. And for the duration of the time that you guys have been training with Dwight, has it always been with the bands?
For me, no. So we just started like I said, I've been with him since the beginning. So we didn't get introduced to bands till later, and we started off with those like elasticy, like no like hate, but like those elasticy, like the ones that come up, roll up all the time. We started off with those, and then he got the idea of doing like the thicker ones that actually stay. So we like, I went through the whole like testing process with them and stuff, and like trying to get it right, and now it's dope.
Well, I started with bands. When I came in, he kind of already had his bands. But I've tried like the other bands before, like with my old trainer, and they kind of hurt. Like they rub on your skin and roll up, and then your skin gets all nasty. So
Right.
these bands are actually really better, like way
A lot better. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you feel like the difference between a normal workout and a workout with bands is much
Oh, yeah.
better in your opinion?
Definitely. And even
Okay.
like these bands compared to the little stretchy rubbery ones, I feel like the little stretchy rubbery ones don't have as much resistance. Yeah, like I mean it's a band at the end of the day, but it doesn't have as much resistance as this one. I want to say because it's thicker and it's like material, so it's like more resistance. And yeah, I definitely see a difference. It's harder to lift weights. It's harder to like open your legs. I mean, no, no pun intended, but you know what I mean.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so
Okay.
resistance a lot. Yeah,
Okay,
so.
awesome. All right, and then any ending comments? Anything else you guys would like to contribute or to say?
If you haven't bought a band, you should buy a band.
Yeah, and I'm about to get a code, so you guys can use my code.
Yeah.
She has a code. So yeah.
Deena15, DEENA15.
And mine's gonna be GG 15. GIGI 15? Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's gonna be.
Okay, and where can they get these bands?
TaylorMade.
TaylorMade.com.
Yeah.
Or
Is it TaylorMade Bands
Yeah.
or TaylorMade? TaylorMade Bands.
TaylorMade Bands.
TaylorMadebands.com.
TaylorMadebands.com.
Okay,
And use
great.
our code. That's what.
And you guys want to put your Instagrams in there too? Yeah, no?
Georgia _love with 2 E's. Hers is wait, what's
I don't have one.
She does. She's lying. But you know our Instagrams. We're tagged all
Yeah.
the time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check it. I said Travis. I didn't mean to stop.
This time?
Speak a little louder this time.
A little louder.
A little louder.
Emmett?
What's up? We out here with Dwight.
We out here.
No.
Hey, motherfucker, this shit starts to burn.
Where am I going?
Yeah, where are we stopping?
Down, come on.
What do you mean all the way down?
Down. That thing be jumping.
Shut up.
Loosen up that knee a little bit. Loosen it a little bit more.
Listen what?
The knee.
What fucking knee?